Spencer, a 3-1 home victory over Hampton Richmond Borough this afternoon. You asked for a response. Did you get it?
In a lot of ways, I got it. I thought, there were some really harsh words said at training in the week because, up till today we'd won 2, lost 2, drawn 2, and we just don't want to have a middling season. And I know we've got a lot of injuries, as do a lot of clubs, but we've got particularly a lot. And I've just said, fellas, the space is up for grabs. We've got a really high quality squad. I understand a lot of you coming back from injuries, but you've got to grab the opportunity. And with so many games coming up, there has to be a lot of changes and keeping people fit. And I think even to a degree today, we're tired. But look, to win any game at this level is tough. We had inside information that Hampton were going to play all long ball today. They picked their biggest side. They're obviously worried about the long throw we have. They picked the big side and smashed it long to the two big lads. And we found pockets. And I think when we did find the pockets after a pretty poor first 10 minutes by us, I thought the Rickies and the Saleems in particular caused them troubles, and that's what led to what was very close to being a penalty, which I'd need to see again, which was giving us a free kick on the line, and obviously the penalty which Saleem's come in and we said, look, these guys, we can nick the ball off them, and he's come in and he's nicked it off the defender, and look, it looks like a very light, clumsy challenge from the guy, and if he's the wrong side, he's going to get a penalty. So I thought first half was relatively even. So we dealt with the barrage of long balls, and I thought second half we could have scored 6 or 7. We scored a fantastic goal straight at the start of the second half, and it's relentless, and their keepers made some great saves. But I don't think it was the perfect performance at all from the defence. And when I mean the defence, I mean the whole team. Jack Turner's made 2 fabulous saves. We've switched off a couple of times, and there was still a threat from Hampton. And really disappointed with their goal right at the end there. We've not closed the guy down, and a bit of bad luck, and it's hit us in the own goal. But I don't think it was a clean sheet performance, if I'm being honest. But overall, delighted to win, but still plenty to do. I thought that was by far and away our most attacking performance of the season. We were very brave. Pitch was good. We passed the ball well on the floor in the last third. People mix up with what we're doing, and I'm quite happy when they think we're just going to play it long to Alfie Pavey in long throws, because you saw today, that's the most amount of attempts on goal we've had in a very, very long time. And as I said, I'm disappointed we didn't score enough. Their keepers made some good saves, and as I said, I don't think we probably earned a clean sheet quite, but you wake up in the morning, another really good win against a good side, and I thought we dealt with their tactics well, and we move on to 2 really tough away games this week.
And another game, another goal for top goal scorer Alfie Pavey. Just how pleased are you? You've got someone who can score penalties.
Yeah, and I think it's important that our fans understand that Alfie has been really struggling these last few weeks with every knock he's had. You name it. He's had chest pains. He's had ankles, he's had everything, groin, you name it, he's had it. And I had a long chat with him in the week about whether we should just take him some time out, and he was adamant that he was now fully fit. He had a dead leg at Truro, and he's come on and put that on, and that's what we asked for. We left Reggie out today. He was one of many that didn't perform particularly well at Truro, and I thought he came on them as a game changer at half time. I thought we really got at them, and that's taking nothing away from Connor. We've got a good squad for the first time ever here. And people have got to put a marker down. They've got to put a marker down if they want to stay in this team. And certainly when we're playing 2 games a week, we do have to make changes. I can't, as you can see, I've got lots of people. I would have liked to have taken Alfie off. I would have liked to have taken Ryan Upwood off. Obviously Ricky earlier because of the way that the yellow cards are being dealt out. But I couldn't really do that because of the injuries we were picking up and the tactical change we made at half time. But it's tough. We just delighted with the result for sure, and from an attacking perspective, much better. And we move on.
And you were able to leave out a couple of players from the squad. You had CJ and Mecky, to name a few. What's the situation?
Well, the situation, CJ's been away with work. That's no problem. He told me before he re-signed. We knew he was going to miss the start of the season, so we'll probably put him to go and get some games. And the same with young Adam Pace, who's been fantastic, to be honest. It's really frustrating. I can't almost get him in the squad. So again, we'll probably put him out on loan. We've got another couple of lads out on loan. But Adam plays in a particular role. He's been injured. Adam Mecky, and he's got to fight his way back into the side, and depending on the shape we play, he's got some roles that he can play. He can play as a wing back, he can play as a 10, he can play in all types of different areas. So we're having to manage people. It's great that we've got a squad. Obviously it was good to see Falevi on the bench today. Taylor, we managed to get 15 minutes in the end, but you can see the lack of fitness because I'm not hanging him out to dry, but the guy's gone past him and hit a shot, and that's because he's not match fit yet. And they'll be frustrated. They want to get onto the pitch, but you've got to earn the right. And obviously with the addition we've made this week, it's tough competition. I want a bit of pressure for once. This is a really tough league, and you've got a lot of full-time sides, you've got hybrid sides, so we're trying to sort of stay with them, and we need a good squad, especially at the early part of the season when we've got such a fast turnaround and another ridiculous trip. Why are we again going away? Last week we're in Plymouth, this week we're in Torquay. I mean, midweek, it's totally ridiculous. We never even got a response from the league on it. But we just got to get on with it. Got to play everybody twice, I suppose. We're really looking forward to it, and we've got to learn our lessons from last week's turnaround. We've got to be better against the side that's everybody's favourites to win the league on Tuesday night.
And that's 3 home wins in a row for us now. How important will home form be for us this season?
Well, you always look out. To be fair, it should have been 4 wins, wasn't it? It's 3 wins and a draw, and I don't want to go back to why it wasn't 4 wins. But, home form is vital. Now we need to win away games. Don't get me wrong. We've picked some really tough away starting games, some long journeys. Another long journey on Tuesday night against the league title, the league favourites, and then Braintree. This league at the moment is relentless. That's a long trip for most of us, and they've just gone and beat the side that I think was top worthy 4-0 at home. So we never get it the easy way. We've got to go to them next weekend. So every game is really tough in this league. You have to perform. You have to take on instructions. Tactically, today we were good. We knew about their long ball game. Mason was causing a few issues, but neither keeper had much to do in the first half except the one fabulous save from Jack. At the end of the day, there wasn't much in it first half, but second half I thought we were relatively dominant, could have scored a lot of goals, and obviously I'm delighted. But we know every game is tough, and home form is crucial. I thought the fans were fantastic. Another 3 goals, and really should have been a lot more. And then we now to start. We know how tough it is to win away from home, but home form is key. Try and pick up points away from home, but it certainly doesn't get any harder than Torquay away on a Tuesday night, particularly with the start of the season we've had. Being away at Truro, away at Chelmsford. It's been a tough start, but again everyone's buzzing. Let's hope we can put on a better performance than we did last quick turnaround. And
subject to paperwork, how happy are you to see Ollie Pendlebury back?
Yeah, my smile probably tells you what you need to know there. Look, when an opportunity arrives, I will do everything in my power to bring him in. Obviously we didn't want Ollie to go last year. We understood when he came to us, he wanted to be in the full-time game. He contacted us a few days ago, and it's not worked out for him in Scotland. He wasn't happy, and as most people know around here, I've got a real policy about being happy. And he said he wanted to come back, and I'm sure he could have got a lot more elsewhere. Clearly, financially, we need to put some people out on loan, which we're doing anyway to get good minutes. Alfie Saunders is doing very well down at Dorchester, and we allowed him to play in the FA Cup today. We've extended his loan to 90 days so he can get a good run of games. Dan Gifford is scoring goals at Bognor. That's just what we want, but we've not allowed him to be cup tied. And when the opportunity to bring Ollie is in, look, he's been playing up there. He's been playing full time. It just shows the competition for places we've got. He'll need to get into the team, but we know he's a quality player. We've got him to at least till January, so we've got some control on it, which is great, which he knew that we'd want and his agent would want. But fair play to them, they wanted to come back. I don't know how long it's going to take to get clearance, quite frankly. It can take up to 28 days. It could be Monday morning. It's one of those things. He's raring to get going. We were hopefully he was going to play. He'd be involved today, but that hasn't been the case. But look, a fantastic signing, great for the fans. And I think it's always a wonderful sign when players want to come back to the club. It shows you that we're doing a lot right here. So really pleased to have him back. Loads of competition in there for places. People have really got to be on it, and that's what we've said to them. And another fantastic addition to a really, really great group of players.
And finally, what are your thoughts on Tuesday's game? A very tough test at Torquay United.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably if you start the season, it's your hardest test, and we've been given a Tuesday night away. I mean, after last week's travelling, it's what it is. It's not right, but it is what it is. But we just want to get it home. We've got to go there. We know it's going to be very tough. I met up with a few of the lads, the Braintree lads, fairly actually at the services on the way back from Plymouth last week, and they were banging it. But then you watch the highlights, and Torquay were all over. They're a full-time side. That's nearly their whole National League side that has come back to the south. They're obviously favourites for the division, but so what? It's we're really looking forward to it. We've got some really good players. And we've still got a lot more to give, and I'm sure that's what they're saying as well. They've had a defeat today, but they've won 3 on abouts until today. They're full of quality, but we will go there. We really stepped up last season on the big games, and look, it's all about recovery. Long trip down on the Tuesday. And we'll give it absolutely everything, that's for sure. And that said, let's be better than we were last week on the long journey, and see if we can upset some people. And that's what you've got to enjoy. These are the type of games, even though it's, I feel very unfair on the scheduling. We're really looking forward to it. So it's a shame, I think, for the fans. I think loads of fans would love to go there and to Yeovil, and I think it's just not been looked at. But you've got to play everyone twice. So let's go down there, embrace it. Tough game for sure, and try and get something out of it. And then same then in Braintree, so they've had a fantastic result today. So 2 tough away games, which makes the win today even more important than our home form. So let's now regroup, recover. Thank you to everyone supporting us today. Lovely day, and let's go again on Tuesday night.
Brilliant. Thank you, Spencer, and good luck for next week.
Thank you, Dom.